and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Formula One 2012. This is our first season. We're racing for Force India, and we're in a really slow car, so it's going to be kind of hard. But we're going to do what we do. I'm racing with a controller right now, so I'm running with pretty much all the assists. It's kind of hard not to when you're relying on analog sticks. I should have my wheel by tomorrow or Friday, so once that comes in, I'm pretty sure my championship hopes will increase. So we can only wait for that, because it's even harder to brake and accelerate properly when you're relying on triggers on a controller. Trust me when I say it. Plus, I'm playing on pro difficulty in a car that, or Force India, they're not known for being front-running cars. They're pretty much way off the pace compared to the McLarens and the Mercedes and the Red Bulls. So we're going to have to make do with what we got. So I think it's time to get out of the track and see what we can do. Now, normally I like to race in the cockpit, but in this car I don't want to, because you'll see the antenna that's on the bonnet, like right there. It gets in the way. It really bothers me, so I'm kind of gonna race from the TV pod. We're gonna use some curves off the line, see if we can get a jump on some of these cars, get some traction, and we're gonna go. Cut in behind Schumacher. Some more curves here, kicking up the rich mix. Oh, we're running really heavy on fuel. Oh, I didn't realize there. I'm really lucky I didn't get a penalty there. Alright, so we're up to 5th, or 6th rather. Not bad. I'm gonna burn up some of this fuel. You can tell the car is understeering like mad, and I don't know why. Now the McLaren and that Ferrari up there should pull away pretty easily. Coast around this corner, feather throttle, get it hard on the brakes, come around. I messed up that corner. I shouldn't have had to feather that. I should have been able to hold it flat out, but my entry was wrong. Horrendous understeer going into that corner. Use some curves to defend a position. Looks like I did. Looks like we're catching Hamilton. Now it shows I'm running the fastest pace in the sectors right now, but that will change in the next couple laps, trust me. Considering I'm on rich mix right now, which gives me about a second a lap advantage. But my goal for this season is to just stay in the points. I doubt we're going to win a driver's championship. And we're going to try to get on a decent team for next year. Can I hold it flat out through here? I can. Got in the grass a little bit, but that's okay. Perez is chasing me down. DRS is enabled.
You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Try to get some distance. I don't think he's gonna have DRS. He might.
Perez is on your rear wing. He's right behind.
Went in a little deep in that corner, but not much I can do. Car's understeering like a boat right now. I'm gonna hold the outside line as Perez tries to take my inside line. He's gonna fall back in a position. Very hard to overtake here. And we can hold it flat out, come up against the wall. I've come closer to that wall. Just gotta hold the outside line again. He's gonna fall back. Gotta use some curves going out down the straightaway. I wish I knew the name of the corners. I know the names of the corner at Silverstone because I just watched the Formula GP or the Grand Prix this weekend. But yeah, what's your guys' favorite Grand Prix? Mine personally is Brazil. I think that track is very dynamic and it has a lot of nice properties to it. I mean, it's really awesome seeing those cars coming off that last turn down the banking onto the front straightaway going about 190, 200 miles an hour. In the dry anyway, in dry conditions. Wet conditions, you're probably only going to see 175, 180. Okay, we're still catching them, but then again, I'm still running rich mix here. And I'm screwing up my line. So I'm going to have to concentrate here. Use the rest of my curves. I would like to catch them before I have to drop it down to mix 2.
You're within 1 second of the car behind. He will use DRS.
I might be able to catch him if I brake hard here. Didn't work out the way I wanted. Reeling him in. Right now we're in the points though, so I'm happy. Force India, it's going to be a good finish if we can stay in the points for Force India. We just did some R&D work this weekend, got some extra front downforce, which is always helpful. And when you have downforce, more downforce equals better turning in the corners, better corner speed. Less downforce equals more top speed. So it's really a fine balance. Okay, they pulled away again. In Sector 3, it looks like that's where he pulls away. Lift up the throttle just a little bit. I'm gonna have to defend big time here. Perez has got a big charge. Raikkonen just set the fastest lap. Good job, Kimi. Kimi is one of my favorite drivers just because of his finish attitude. You know, I crack up every time reporters ask him really complicated questions, and he just pretty much just says one-word answers: yes, no. And he says some funny things on the team radio. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. Like, you know, just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. Give me more power. Because, you know, they were telling him to increase his pace, and he was driving as hard as he could. I mean, Raikkonen's a great driver. And he was like, well, the power's not there, so how can he increase his pace if there's no power? So he said, well, give me more power then. And it sounded like something out of Star Trek.
Remember to pit this lap.
Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, we lost part of our front wing. See if we can collect it and get back. Ooh, and there's a wreck. Vern spins around. Maldonado gets into it. Vettel too. Kobayashi as well. Hopefully we're coming around to pit now. My tires feel flat spotted. Oh, what was that about?
That looked heavy. Are you okay?
Alright, we're gonna have to flashback that. Only because that wasn't me controlling the car, that was the computer. I hate using flashbacks, but put it down on lean mix, save some fuel. They're gonna have to replace the front wing here, so we're gonna lose a little bit of time. Probably gonna be around a six and a half second stop. Put on the prime tires.
Go
Yep,
now.
about 6, almost 7 seconds. Really slow for Formula One. So I got cold tires and I got cold brakes right now.
Be careful not to drive over the white line when coming out of the pits, or you'll get a penalty. You have no
Come on,
more
Michael,
scheduled
go.
pit stops, so look after your tires.
I'm going to try to stay with Michael and stay in a slipstream. See how much faster he turns compared to me? I'm very tight. There's an old saying, I don't know if you've seen the movie Days of Thunder, which is a
Your
classic.
brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature.
Loses fast. And if you're out of, well, I don't know the exact quote, but
Fuel is looking okay, but
if
we'll
you're
keep
loose
an eye
enough
on
that
it.
you're almost out of control, then that's as fast as you can be. So tight is slow, loose is fast. We are not loose right now. We gotta start taking that corner correctly. Vern's behind me in the Toro Rosso. Here's my temperatures. Tires are still pretty cold. Maybe not so much anymore. Let's see how many cars we're gonna pass. Just one. I don't think everybody's pit yet.
Paul is 4 positions ahead of you. We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Kick it down to standard mix. Okay, tires are coming to life now, looks like. If you guys have any question about F1 terminology, because I know not a lot of people in the U.S. follow it, and know how things work. So when I say things like DRS and KERS, I'll explain that in future episodes. But DRS basically can only be used at certain sectors of the track, and in order to use it, the car in front of you, that's a place in front of you, has to be within 1 second of you. And when you use it, there's a flap on your rear wing and it opens and it eliminates drag. And it gives you about 10 to 12 kilometers an hour more top end. And a lot more acceleration. So they added it in Formula One to pretty much increase overtaking chance, or overtaking opportunities rather. Vern passed me big time. See if I can outbrake him. And he goes around the outside, barely hanging onto it in the grass. He gets a spot. And he passes both cars down into turn 3. Going through the S's. I don't know if that's an S, but I hope I'm right in the fact that standard mix also saves fuel as well, not just lean. Because I'm really not comfortable seeing optimal fuel right now. We may not make it to the end of the race. You guys will see as the season progresses, when I get into a faster car, just how much quicker those cars go around the track. I mean, I'm talking Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, even Lotus. Lotus is kind of a mid-running car, but that's who I plan on driving for. I want to be teammates with Kimi. But outbrake him on the inside. Oh, he's got to shut the door on me. Gonna use some curves. Would I have the DRS? No, I'm not. I should have. Locked the brakes up a little bit there. Looks like it's gonna take the spot for me. He's a Red Bull though, so I mean that's to be expected. Plus, he's probably running full revs. I wish my engineer would tell me if I'm on race pace or not. I mean, I'm running fast laps. Like, each lap is faster than the last. Burn from the Toro Rosso's catching in my slipstream. Got to hold the outside line. He's got to back up. Yep, he's running full revs, so I'm not going to be able to catch Weber. Looks like we're not going to make the points. Okay, more people in the pits. So the way this game works is that you start off in a slow car and you work your way through your career into a better ride. And you get faster and faster and faster as your career progresses. So this being my rookie year, this is about right. My expected position to finish was 12th. I'm in 11th right now. And hopefully I hold off Vern and the Toro Rosso. I just gotta keep hitting my marks. So if I don't talk very much right now, it's just I'm trying to concentrate. Use some curves to defend on the brakes. Hamilton sets fastest lap. He's 3 seconds faster than us.
For the car chasing you, he's less than a second behind and will use DRS to overtake.
use the rest of my curves because it'll reset. Anyway, speaking of curves, curves is basically it's kinetic energy recovery system, and the way it works is that since the brakes in these cars are so powerful, they actually harness energy. And how it works is that every time you brake, you store a little bit of power, and that power can then be released for about 6.5, 7 seconds each lap, and it gives you roughly 80 brake horsepower of a boost. So you can use that to help defend against cars trying to overtake. You know, you used it during qualifying, and you it resets after a lap. So if I use all 6 seconds of it, when I cross the line on the next lap, it's going to be fully charged again. So that's how KERS works. And that was added only recently. I think 2010, somewhere around there. In the grass, use some KERS. Really want that outside line. I'm sorry about that block, but I don't know if we're gonna make it to the end. Oh, I did not know he was right there. He must have lost his front wing. Who was that anyway? Kobayashi? No. It might have been a Williams. Might have been Maldonado. Paul DeResta is much faster than me. He's in the #1 car for Force India. I'm the second driver, so that makes sense. Hopefully when I become Zeke, we'll become a little faster. And during the season, as the season goes on, we'll be getting faster and faster. Look, as much as I think Melbourne's a beautiful track, though, it's really not one of my favorites. Corners are kind of tricky, to be honest. Oh, almost spun it there.
Tire temperatures are looking really good.
Kind of just in race mode right now. I'm not trying to push the car any harder than I have to. Okay, Vern's got a charge. I'm going to hold the outside again. Yep. Set DRS for him. What a battle. Who's got to take it? Use all my KERS here. And I shut the door on him. And I take the position. So it looks like it's going to be a battle between the Force Indy and the Toro Rosso. Only 2 laps to go. It's the penultimate lap. I'm just going to put it on rich mix for the straightaways and hope we make it on fuel. It's pretty much what I'm going to go for at this point. Hopefully this doesn't end in heartbreak. cars here. Wow, Button won. Nice job in the McLaren today for him. I believe he's won this race quite a few times in real life. I mean, up there at 3 or 4 times. If I'm wrong, please, you know, correct me in the comments. But I think this is his favorite track. I believe I read an interview where he said that. Okay, up to Rich. We're just gonna make it on gas. And we finish in 11th place. So we finished exactly where we wanted to. We didn't get any points, but yep, no points, but we passed our objective.
Just outside the points.
And unfortunately the rest of beat us, but nothing we could do there. What's the constructors? Oh, we're in 6th place in the Constructors Championship, so we're going to have to keep our eye on that. Lotus in number 2nd. Raikkonen took 2nd as well. Interesting. Where's Grosjean? Because he's going to be my rival, because I want to get on a Lotus. I want to get a Lotus contract by the end of the year. Well, guys, that is the end of Melbourne, and we are happy with our 11th place finish, our rookie season, our first race of the year in Formula One. And until next time, until next week, we will see you in Malaysia. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you later. Take it easy, guys.